A few years ago, my ex-girlfriend royally screwed me over financially. And so I told her, one day the time will come when you will ask me for help and I won't give it to you. And so, as I prophesied, that day came and I had great joy in telling her to fuck off. And that's what the West should do to the Taliban, because there's been a huge earthquake and it's killed a few people, sadly. And I appreciate that some of the people who died aren't members of the Taliban. These are likely innocent men, women and children who are just getting on with their lives, trying to live peacefully. And they're doing as they are told, living their lives according to the Taliban and their, quite frankly, fucked up beliefs. This is a regime that's just subjugated its people and reduced the country to beggary and buggery. And so I'm in two minds because of those innocent people who are living under Taliban brutality in Afghanistan and who need the aid. And then there's the other side who says we shouldn't be giving it because the Taliban, they won't be spending that money on aid. They'll be spending that money on weapons to terrorise their own people, their neighbours, and probably attack the West again. It's all terrorist stuff. They'll be funding anti-Western terrorism. And what you're seeing on your screen right now is the evolution of Afghan women under the rule of the Taliban. This is how bad things are now for Afghanistan women under the rule of these medieval, despotic, insane, crackpot extremists. And that's not even mentioning the fact that the Taliban are currently slaughtering and massacring the nearby Sikh Gurudwaras. And the international community aren't even addressing this. They're not doing anything about it. And you can bet your bottom dollar any financial aid that goes to the Taliban to help out with this earthquake disaster will go towards helping to arm the Taliban and killing more innocent Sikhs. It's disgusting. It's abhorrent. And this is massive hypocrisy by the Taliban because they hate the West, okay? It's a fact. And now they're appealing for help from the West. I mean, here's an example for you. Our toilet was blocked the other night in our house and the bathroom was completely flooded. And there was me and Mrs. 49. We were on our knees with our with our hands down this pipe with a makeshift wire drain unblocker trying to sort this thing out. And there was one person who could have helped us who had the tools to do so. But Mrs. 49 said she would rather swim in this shit than get help from him. And so, thanks to teamwork, we unblocked that drain in the end. So, indeed, Mrs. 49 was right. Why on earth would she ask for help from someone she doesn't really like or get on with? So this is mass hypocrisy by the Taliban. And if the Taliban, they are Islamic, why do they come to the Western devils, the Kafars, for help? Because surely this earthquake is the will of Allah and therefore beyond reproach. Am I right? Isn't that how this works? Or why don't they just sell off that $1 billion US Army military hardware that the US Armed Forces left over there in a hurry, might I add, after bungling Joe Biden's huge cock-up of it's a retreat. It was a retreat what happened there. It was a disorderly retreat. And to leave the enemy billions of dollars of military helicopters, planes, tanks, vehicles, etc. It was just shameful. So the Taliban could simply sell that off and help fund their earthquake aid campaign or whatever. So there we go. I don't think the West should be giving any financial aid to the Taliban to help out with this earthquake disaster because I think they'll spend it on more weapons. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So please leave a comment, share my stuff everywhere, join my channel, the link is down below, like these lovely people have, and until my next video, Roger Trout.